guys, welcome to Class with Coco. I go by the name of Classy Coco and you already know how it goes. I'm not feeling too good, so please bear with me. I decided to try and record a video today. I just wanted to talk to those people who feel as though society is just beyond them. I don't really like using that word chosen. I just know that there must be other people out there that are like me that find it very difficult to integrate with society because they're different. When you're different, you are going to stand out, and not all the time it will feel like it's in a good way. For years, I tried to fit in with my demographical area. I tried to be like other people, and I would always often wonder why I was so different. It took many years for me to accept the fact that being different is actually a positive thing, especially in this modern day society. When you're not the same as other people, they try and make you feel as though something's wrong with you. And a lot of the times you won't be liked by other people when you're a high vibrating individual. I find that a lot of people gravitate to me, but as I've gotten older, I'm finding it very difficult to be able to share my space with them, my personal space, with most people that I know. And some might call me extra, some might think that I think I'm better than other people, and that is not the case. But when you're a highly aware person and you come to understand that majority of the things that people do in life is actually pointless, you no longer feel comfortable within the spaces that you used to feel comfortable in. And it can feel quite isolating. I also find that a lot of people will be attracted to your vibration or your light, like moths to flames, I guess, and will try and come around you under the guise of being a highly spiritual person. From my experience, when these people do come around me, all they come with is negative energy. And it can feel very disheartening to feel like you're on your own. I mean, on the internet, you could probably find people like yourself, but in reality, you're on your own. For myself, I'm actually a loner, and sometimes it feels down, like it feels horrible. Like right now I feel down, but I feel like the more I'm integrating with who I actually am, the more discernment I get in terms of understanding the society that we live in, the matrix that we live in. I look around me and it just seems as though I'm just collecting things. Like that's all that life's about, is buying things. I feel as though human interaction, or relationship should I say, should be something that is sacred and should be something that is special, but nowadays it isn't. People don't respect other people and they're attracted to people for the wrong things. So that in itself is really hard to deal with. Believing or feeling as though you'll always be alone. I'm a person that's very spiritual, so even though I am alone, I do believe that I'm never alone, because there's a reason for everything, and God looks down on me and guides me. You're gonna find that when you are a divergent, so to say, from the norm, a lot of people, they're just not gonna like you, full stop. And you can't spend your time trying to downplay who you are so that people like you. You have to believe in who you are and who you stand and what you stand for. If I open my mouth and talk about what I actually experience sometimes in this world, I'm going to sound very crazy to some, but I do believe that those who are gifted, they're able to see beyond the veil of this man-made world. And if they were to talk about what they know, if they were to talk about what they know, many people that don't understand and who are consumed and lost within this world will label them crazy, and that's okay. You're gonna have to come to terms with the fact that there are not many people that's gonna understand you. When you're a person who's high vibrational, there are things that you're going to perceive that other people can't, and your energy is literally gonna be off balance when you're around people with low vibration, which I'm learning more and more is something that you have to recognize. The other day I went out and I looked around me and everyone was drinking and doing their thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I realized that I wasn't supposed to be there, and my energy felt so off and I felt so drained afterwards. And a lot of the times when you step back in your growth, you're going to end up doing things that you have already grown from. So for myself, literally everyone I know smokes weed, and they don't really think a lot. Well, they probably do, but it's not at the forefront of their thinking. And so if I was to go around those people, I would be regressing, because I probably would be tempted to smoke. And spiritually speaking, I do still smoke, but I'm talking about smoking weed. Spiritually speaking, anything that distorts your mindset and your thoughts is going to slow down your spiritual growth. I find that when I'm not smoking weed, I'm having very vivid dreams, and some of them are actually giving me messages that I can relate to reality, the real world, and they're making sense to me. Without this, there are things that I have thought about that just didn't make sense. So I'm not making sense right now, people. I really don't know how to do this shit. I don't have a script or nothing, but I just wanted to check in real quick and get used to making videos. I guess I should write down bullet points for the videos, which I'll do next time, but I just wanted you to know that when you don't fit in, most of the time that means that you don't belong wherever you're trying to fit yourself, and that's okay. When you're a person who's vibrates highly and you think outside the box and you are very different than the people that you know, you're going to have to step away from those people so that you can continue to grow. and maybe you might find new people to grow with. But from my experience, I feel like it's a personal journey that every spiritual person has to go through, because this life is so corrupted that unless you're centered within yourself, you will be led astray. And social media is a crazy thing. Like, we are all addicted to it. Well, most of us are. I'm not gonna lie, I'll just be sitting down and just unconsciously pick up my phone to check and to look at stuff, and then I find myself watching videos. That's all I got to say. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm going to be uploading a video soon about my dream, because I'm very grateful that I've started dreaming again, and my dream life is quite active, and I've had some revelations which I will be sharing. My channel's a bit, I'm just not talking about one specific thing. Whatever tickles my fancy that day is what I'll talk about. So bear with me as I navigate this space and try and share my thoughts with you all. All right, bye. That love need you, baby.